Okay. So I think I want to open it up to questions. If there's anything that I can answer, I'll try.
Okay, Diane, it's Melissa here. I just sent out a call for questions, so get your questions in, you guys. It's 10 to 8. William wrote and asked, Diane, have you considered growing towers for strawberries, like the cucumbers, only pots attached on some kind of tree? Hmm.
I
I'm gonna-
I I no. I'm trying to visualize a, a strawberry tree. I mean, I've seen these tiered type strawberry situations, but no, I don't. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'd be curious if you have a location where I could see a picture of that. I'm real curious. Anything you could do to get strawberries up off the ground would be just fine and dandy. I have thought we do have a hillside um, on in our garden, and I've always thought about doing terracing that so that you could just walk along and pick them without bending over. But there's all that terracing that has to be done before you get to that point. So and that hasn't happened yet. So I think I'm just going to keep, with my 200 square feet of strawberries and call it good. But I would love to see that model for a strawberry tree. Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where that one student of mine came up with the idea of that strawberries came off of trees.
Okay, we have another question in from Pat. She asks, what crop did you find the most profitable?
Um, well, garlic has been a really good crop for us, and French fillet beans have been really good crop for us. And like I said, we're often harvesting both of those. I've done a lot of market research on both. Our garlic is probably the only crop that we send out of state, that we ship to other locations. Everything else we only sell locally. But our garlic, um, I have been very successful at marketing our garlic, where years ago, and I think with any kind of crop that you're growing, that really is key to the success of any part of that. I mean, you have to provide a really fantastic product. The quality has to be up there, and you have to do the marketing. And with our garlic years ago, I met someone that knew someone that sold herbs to Chez Panisse restaurant, which is Alice Waters restaurant in California. It's a world-renowned restaurant, and she's a world-renowned chef, and I actually sent some garlic down there and got a letter back from them saying that our garlic was some of the finest they had ever had, and I made copies of that letter and sent that out with people who bought our garlic, so that we kind of created this niche of gourmet garlic. So I think a lot of different crops could be excellent. I mean, the sun golds that you're looking at, sun golds are just, they are the best cherry tomato. They are like candy, and I can almost taste it looking at that picture. And we could always have more sun golds, and pretty much always, well, we used to always sell out, but that has changed as I've done my market assessment, and as other people at the farmers market have seen how well our sun golds have sold. Other people are growing them now. For years we were the only people with sun golds, so that's the other reason for going back and doing that assessment. It always changes, and I know that with the garlic that could change as well. And I know that with the garlic we have years where we have gophers. The gopher wars are eternal. So but it is a good, garlic is a good crop for us, but it's a good crop because we've done the marketing and the market assessment to go along with that. I wouldn't put all of our field in garlic.
Okay, well, thank you, Diane. That seems to be it for questions for tonight. But you guys, if you have any others, make sure you go to the discussion group and post them there tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep, and I'll review those as well. So your resources and assignment are on the Moodle site, and I'm trying not to give you, I mean, you have a fair amount to read, but I'm trying not to give you too much homework so you have time to get caught up. But I think that's all I have. I think I'll turn it over to Colette.
Okay, thank you, Diane.
Actually, I'm not sure I can turn it over to you. I'll just forward for you. Oh, I guess before I do that, next week, selling into different markets, we do have, we're going to have a guest, Mimi Fueling from Cascade Creek Farm. And, oh, there you go. I'm really looking forward. I'm excited that Mimi can come on, and it's going to be kind of a new thing for us because she's going to call in on the phone, and we'll see how that goes. But it'll be good for you to hear what Mimi has to say because she's very diversified with what she does with her livestock.
Okay, thanks, Diane. I think that I can actually advance the slides now.
Okay.
So I wanted to take a peek at what's coming up this week and just to remind you that after the webinar tonight, there's a short survey. We'd really like your feedback on the different topics covered today. So if you could take 5 minutes to complete that survey for us, we would really appreciate it. On Wednesday, tomorrow, the recorded webinar will go up on the Moodle website, and as you might have seen, now in addition to having it as a Windows Media Player file, it's also broken down into segments and you can view it on YouTube. Please keep checking at the discussion forum, and I went in and looked at Moodle today, and there's a place where as instructors we can go in and we can see like when the last time folks were on the Moodle website, and it looks like about 3/4 of the class is pretty frequently coming to the website, and then there's about 1/4 of the class that might be coming once a week. And if you're not accessing the discussion forum more than once a week, you might be missing some opportunities to learn and exchange information. So we really encourage you to go on the website and to use that discussion forum. Also tomorrow, the week 4 readings and other assignments will be posted. Friday, the registration for the week 4 webinar will take place. And as Diane said, the topic for week 4 is selling into different markets.